Hello and welcome back to Rolling Solo. My name is Adam Smith and this is part 10 and likely the finale of this second scenario from the Gloomhaven Kickstarter campaign, a Quatryl Scorned. Wow. Okay, so I got two cards here left. I'm going to go ahead and flip a token. If it lands on the flat side, this one's going to get discarded. Round side, this one's going to get discarded. So flat side is what was up, so that's this one here. So this one's going to the lost pile. I've got these two cards left as the last run with the Craighart, and then in terms of this side of things, I don't have any cards. If I short rest, I'm out. So as of this point right now, I'm exhausted. I'm out of the game because I cannot, I can short rest, but I lose a card and then I can't play two cards, so I'm gone. So yes, that's bad. So I'm going to go ahead and fold on that one because I don't have any ability to continue with the Tinkerer. So the Tinkerer is becomes exhausted, and the summon along with the Tinkerer leaves the board. So now it's kind of like a standoff between these two. I only have a 41 and a 77. This guy at least is stunned, so I have a chance to not get killed, but I don't know if I have a chance to actually win. So here goes. This is going to be wild. So Bandit Guard's going to pull for his initiative. I'm obviously trying to go early. So 41 is going to be mine. And then 55. Okay, good. So, I mean, it's afterwards. So he gets a movement -1, but that's going to happen later. So I'm going to go ahead with mine first. Now, I do the retaliate still, and this could come in handy because it's a clean 2 hits. So I might be able to swing this, but I kind of doubt it. So he does have 2 shields now instead of 3, so it's not as brutal as it was. So I have to think about how I want to play this. If I jump with this one, that does nothing for me. This destroys an obstacle, which does nothing for me. That does nothing for me. So really just moving up to him and hitting him is the only option. So I'll go 1, 2, so I get here. I'm going to use this for an attack 2. The Craighart's going to flip it, and it's null. And that's essentially how this entire scenario pretty much went for me. So the 2 attack, it wouldn't have gotten through his shields anyway, but nothing ends up happening. So both of those cards are discarded. That kind of sucks. They go over here, and then now it's going to be the guard's turn. So our Barty is going to go ahead, not move. He's just going to attack me. He's going to strengthen himself afterwards. So his attack is 4 because he's elite, and he's going to go ahead and attack with a 5. I don't have any cards over here, and I can discard 2 cards in order to prevent that damage, but at the end of the day, that's going to kill me regardless, so I don't really have any other options. I think we have to just call her quits and come to terms with the fact that we just missed this one, or at least I just missed this one, by just a little bit, and that's kind of sad because I was really thinking I could make it. The only other option is you can do 2 things when you get character damage. You can suffer it through your hand. You can also choose 1 card to lose from your hand, or 2 cards to lose from his or her discard pile. And you can see why that's a game-ending type scenario. If I discard 2 cards, well, I don't have any cards. And when you say, sorry, you lose 2 cards from your discard pile, then I'm done, right? Like I have nothing else I can do. Yes, I do get the retaliate, so I guess this would technically give me an XP. It's kind of like a last-ditch effort to smack him, but it really doesn't mean that much. It would put 2 damage on him, but essentially his attack actually killed or exhausted me before I even got a chance to use that, so being fair, the retaliate wouldn't come into play. So Barty got the best of me. However, I'm going to go ahead and still say that, this one came down to the wire. We did a good job. We're going to play it as if we won because I don't have the time to replay this and win it. But, and mistakes might have been made throughout the way and stuff like that. I actually played this late into the night. So if you're noticing my voice change from super enthusiastic in the early videos to almost dead and near death, well, that's why. Because it's very late right now. I think it's 1 o'clock. But it was really fun. Like, it was actually a really, really cool scenario. Like, the layout of it's very cool. It was a little long. 5 tiles was quite a bit. So it's a little sad when you get all the way to the end here and end up dying by like a card or 2. But at the end of the day, it was still fun. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So we're going to go ahead and read the conclusion regardless. So it says, with one last blow, Barty groans and kneels over. He is still alive, begging you to spare his life. Before you can act, however, a massive explosion from below rocks the ship, and the entire structure begins to lurch and split apart. Seems like Drell finally managed to get her explosives to work. You need to get off this ship before the situation gets any worse. Looking out for Barty's shattered cabin window, looking out of Barty's shattered cabin window, you see the outline of a small island on the horizon. With any luck, you'll be able to find a dinghy on this doomed vessel and make your way back to dry land. You may even have time to take something or someone with you. So the rewards for this scenario will be 2 volatile bombs, which we're going to take, even though we didn't win. And then 15 experience each. What and who will you save? Haul Barty half ear onto the dinghy with you, or search for Drell down below and attempt to rescue her, or salvage some of the Quatryl's engines and machinery instead. So this vote is going to be up on Board Game Geek, I believe, until Sunday, probably about midday. So I'll put the links in the description below so you guys are able to go there and vote. I really, really, really appreciate the feedback. I really also appreciate the subscribing that's been happening lately. It's awesome to have a solo community start to form and come together. It's been super exciting, and I can't even say that enough. Like, I could say it, it blows my mind every single time I look at the channel and see how people are enjoying what I'm doing and getting something out of it. And yes, I'm human. I do make mistakes, and as we all do. And it definitely predominantly shows when you're filming yourself. But at the end of the day, I think we're all learning. And every single time I play this, I become better and better at catching myself and things like that, and learning as I go. And I'm enjoying it. I think it's great. For those of you who follow my channel on the regular prior to this Kickstarter campaign, I do have Arkham Horror the card game in my back pocket. It's not going anywhere. If you're a fan of that playthrough, I have not stopped, and I have not replaced it with just Gloomhaven. However, for the next a little bit over 20 days, I'm going to be focusing on Gloomhaven, but I will be getting back to Arkham Horror because I really love that game as well, and I know a lot of you guys joined in to see that. So don't worry, it's not going anywhere. I added in a playlist further down on my homepage on the channel, which lets you know what playthroughs are currently ongoing, so go check those out. Again, if you're brand new to the channel, tons of stuff to see and do, tons of things to watch. So please subscribe, you'll get notifications of new videos, and that's pretty much it, guys. So it's about 1:32 in the morning, and I'm about ready to pass out. So until next time, keep rolling solo.